Greetings, everybody. Sunday morning over here at A-Tech Grid, up top of the Space Needle here, man. That's right. We got a great show for you today. We're going to start off over in Second Life. Then we're going to come over here, have a short interview with Joe the Builder. That's right. And get to take a look at his mermaid. But on the other hand, over there in Second Life, there's a special fashion show that I was invited to go do. And to go look at, so I was over there looking at it. I said, I'm going to shoot some video of this. And I was just so captivated by this maze. They built this maze. It was just intense. All the models are going through this maze before they come out to the front. I tell you what, I wish I got there earlier. I could have probably got my lighting's better, but once the show starts, you got to keep shooting. It was amazing. I believe it was from the Wicca company, but SCALA, SCALA modeling agency puts these together, and I've never seen any modeling agencies go out on the limb like these. These people take chances. These are some of the most broadest chances. These people do things that other people would be just freaked out to even try. But they do it because they are the best of the best. And, of course, my favorite model works for them. So you know how that goes. I love being over there and watching her do her thing, too. So, let's take a look at this really cool fashion show. We'll come back and we'll catch up with the mermaids over here and talk with Joe. And let's get started. Adam 01 Time coming to you from Second Life. Was that a wild show that I saw? Hey, if anybody wants to see the full show, get in there, subscribe, and tell me that you want to see a full show. I'll put out the full show in there. It is something else. This was done by The Maze. A Maze, yeah, just like the movie The Maze, man. I mean, people are getting in there and just moving around. It's crazy cool show. Hey, let's head on back to the 01 Time Studios. You know, that was really a wonderful show. I tell you, I really enjoyed myself over there. Another thing happened yesterday. A whole bunch of people ended up over here, and we had a really good time. Mike Hart. Yes, Mike Hart. And if you guys have followed us, then me and Mike Hart have really had our go-arounds, with especially Bryce and Josh. And so we all sat around here and we discussed what's going to happen and how we're going to treat each other in the future. And I think we learned a lot about each other. So I think you'll be seeing an interview from Mike Hart from me. I know I already did one yesterday with the whole gang of us. But I think I'm going to ask him to do a one-on-one and find out what's going on with Next Reality and which direction they're going. So we'll let him tell you. Let's hear what Joe Builder's been up to, man. We all know Joe. He's a little outspoken. But that's the way Joe is. He builds big. He talks big. You know what? He does a lot of big things, so he can do it. Let's check it out. All right, everybody. Greetings, everybody. It's DJ Adam 01 Time coming to you from on top of the Space Needle over here in ATEC Grid, and I've got a wonderful friend of mine over here today. His name is Joe the Builder, and Joe is wearing his battle scar skin because I guess he's got a big battle sim going that goes on over here in ATEC Grid. So say hi to everybody there, Joe.
Hey, morning.
Joe, hey. So what's going on new there? You got the new mermaid sim. What's going on with that, man? Tell me about it.
We're about 99% finished with that. Actually, visitors can come. It's the touring sub is just about finished. It's a 4-region reef and open now for everybody in Lost World.
Yeah, I had a blast on that the other day. The girls in the bikinis driving, the girls in the bikinis driving were fantastic. I really had fun. It was beautiful. The build, the underwater lava, everything was it was phenomenal. Could you go into detail about how you found all the cool looking material that goes into that?
The main thing there that catches the eye is the actual terrain. It sounds basic, but if you get that terrain down right, everything else falls into place. A lot of the plants I have in there are free ones that come in that have been floating around, and the crazy looking ones came from the Pandora sim build.
Oh wow! Oh cool. So I ask you. I noticed when I was there, you didn't really have that much of a script lag. Is there any secret to that?
Again, like I said, I use the older version, 7.6. I use the ODE physics. Seems to be the right combination. Works fine.
Oh, that's cool. I did notice that we all noticed that on the ODE is you get a little bit of the jerk, but I'll be honest with you. Every sim I've ever been on, you're going to have that, and it's just the way the frame rate works on computers and stuff. You're going to get some jerkiness and everything. So, was it just the pretty mermaids, or was it just the wild women, or the ocean? What was the big reason to make this mermaid thing happen?
Well, the thing was, I had once before a underwater caverns and caves and in terrarium. I built it actually in OS Grid, and I brought it over to Lost World. I kind of deleted it. It wasn't a big hit. I decided to do it again a little differently in the new grid now, Lost World.
Wow. Well, you definitely did a great job, and I really had a lot of fun doing that over there yesterday. I think we need to get a better brand of beer, though. What's your favorite beer there? Do you drink beer there, Joe?
I do on occasion. I'm usually an iced tea man, to be quite honest.
Are you an iced tea man? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, I like my iced tea too, but I also like a good Guinness once in a while. I've never been a Budweiser boy. That's what them guys are, or whatever. I stick to I like something that's a little bit stout. You know, when I drink it, I want to know I've drank it.
Well, I was talking about the Long Island iced tea.
Well, you know, you only drink one of them because they got 5 shots in it. Hey.
Hey.
I can tell you why they call it Long Island iced tea, because after you drink one of them, man, you might as well just be hanging over the rail in Long Island.
Exactly.
It's amazing how they taste like tea, and there's nothing in it that has to do with tea. So this reminds me of when you started building your the cube. I guess you call it the cube. I call it the board. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Board cube.
And you had how many scripts in that thing? You had some ungodly amount of scripts.
Well, those little alcoves that the board regenerate in, there was 3,000 of them.
All right. Okay, so where does Joe Builder? Where's Joe Builder going tomorrow? I mean, what's going on with Joe Builder? What's the future with Joe Builder?
That's a good question. I mean, like I said, my mission here was in opensims actually is to, again, I've said this time and time again, is try to fix what they said couldn't be fixed and use it because it's more of a challenge to me. I'm not a real big crazy fan of copy paste scripts from SL to opensim to make things work. I mean, that might be okay for some people, like you could do with Bullet. That's just not me. That's a little bit too boring. I might as well just stay in Second Life for that. What's for me? New themes.
Yeah. Well, you know, I know you've got all these really cool different themes and stuff. I was wondering, do you think maybe you would you might ever thought about hiring an event manager to work for you and set up some nice events and stuff? Have you ever thought about doing that?
I've kind of mentioned something of that in Google Plus, and it just seems like there's nobody has a whole lot of interest. It seems like the people that are here now are more interested in their standalones, their own personal grids, and their own personal events rather than get together and collaborate with somebody else to make something happen.
Well, I would definitely, if I was you, I would hang a shingle out there and then keep it in the wind, because you got some great builds, Joe. You have some fantastic builds. And, well, Joe is a pretty fun guy to deal with. You know what? We have a Saturday morning gang. When the Saturday morning gang gets together, I'm going to be recording them. It's up to you guys. Give me some feedback. Subscribe. Give me some feedback. Should we have this wild gang do this? Get together on Saturdays and talk about stuff? Hey, it's up to you all. Let's take a look and see what we got. Oh, that's the truth.
Yeah, that mic is a little further away. As I say, I'm on 2 machines at once to make this work.
Okay, so we know Tesla's been over here for a while. Joe brought some grids over here. You have a sim over here. I think Mr. Lowrider, Mr. Lowrider, you now have a grid with Cloud Serve actually, which is through
That's correct. Yeah.
ATEC manages that.
Right.
And Mike asked the question earlier: should he bring his sim over here? And I said, well, you know, it's up to you whether you think, you know, the service is going to be what you need. And he brought up the point that he says it's more expensive than where he's at, but I don't know. Is it really more expensive or not?
Yeah, but if I can bring my regions in, but host my regions myself and just attach to ATEC.
Okay, so then if you do that, then you'd be able to use their console, which is one of the biggest benefactors. Am I correct? And be able to use their money module, right?
Absolutely, and just host all my regions myself on my own server, just attaching to ATEC's Robust.
Well, everybody, let me know what you think about that. That's quite a gang there that gets together on Saturdays, and you can be part of it too. All you got to do is drop in on Saturday and yak with us. No appointments needed. Just stop in. Hey, we've got plenty of chairs, man. We just res them right up. You all have a great Sunday morning, and DJ Adam 01 time. We're out of here, man.
Yeah. Well, I have a shark and 2 neon fish, I think he called them. Well, for some crazy reason, I think what happened is when they left OS Grid to come to my place, I think something got a little screwy with the appearance cards. Because they worked for me about a week, and then a week later, because they're mesh, they just now it's swimming triangles. That has me so aggravated because those fish he made are so cool. The big shark.